Absolutely. I think what I've seen you and Kareem do just with the Power Hour in the past year has been astounding.
Thank you.
And you deserve all the honor and praise of, if they give a trophy for entrepreneurship, you qualify for the first prize.
Thank you.
In my book.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to us.
It does. I have an example of hard work that actually you brought up. That was something cool you brought up, Chris. Because I have to be around people who are the same goal. Like, I was in a studio this weekend for a whole day, like 11, 12 hours. Literally, it was take after take, take after take. Now, if my band members got up and said, it's too much work, I don't want to go over this, I don't want to do this part again, and literally he's stopping us after every little part. He's like, I got to do a click track, I got to do a click track. We're sitting there with headphones. We're like, okay. And that's kind of cool because we can hear him through the other side of the room. And then we go on for hours and hours just playing the same thing. And then he said, okay, guys, take a break. I need to get a little sample from the guitarist and the singer. Then he said, I have one more idea, and they let me and the singer do some vocals. And I actually got to do backup vocals. But even then, it was hours upon hours.
Right.
Funny enough, he's ordering pizza. I'm eating pizza. I'm falling asleep. I slept on a couch. It was super cold upstairs, and I got up to do some singing. And then I think we got there at 12, and we left there at 12.
Right.
Now, that was just to do a demo, not even like an EP. And if they were based on hard work and focused work, like knowing exactly what the songs were that we were going to play, knowing how we're going to play them, and knowing what we want as a result of this music, that studio day could have not been possible. And it was pretty exciting because I was
totally
bass wouldn't work. And the dude just gets up after each song and be like, you guys nailed it. That was sick. Yeah.
Right on, man. That's so
cool. We're coming up on January. What does everybody do in January?
January what, Mr. Wayman?
At the beginning of every year, everybody sets their New Year's what?
Resolutions, your New Year's goals.
Right. So,
you know what? I'll start off and go through what I've been planning on. I actually have this written down. I am not going to waste a single hour in that year. I'm going to have sometimes on Saturday nights, my buddies come over, we have some beers, we watch some sports, things like that. But I'm going to make sure that my leisurely time, like doing things like that, are kept to a minimum. Because with all this, the more I listen to Earl Nightingale, reading The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill right now, I realize that time is valuable. And the more time I spend focusing on where I want my life to go, the faster it's going to happen for me. So the more effort I put in, the greater the results are going to be. The more I contribute to bringing value to people's lives through our show, and the more skills I acquire and learn from other people, the more valuable I become, which propels me further along my entrepreneurial path. So one of my resolutions of 2017 is not to waste any time.
Nice.
And that's what you call drive, Chris.
Yep.
That's what you call drive. And the best laid plans of mice and men will often go astray. Nevertheless, you're going to persevere, and you're going to have a successful year next year. And you can't discount and diminish what success you had this year.
No, absolutely not.
And you're just going to build on it next year.
Yep. Like, and then another goal that we're realizing is that we are getting full studio equipment with green screen backgrounds. I'm getting professional lighting for my room, and my phone does good enough for camera. I mean, this is full HD right here with my Google Nexus 6P. But I want to make sure that I have proper lighting, and I want a green screen so that, it looks like I'm in a studio, and basically I will be. So that's going to add to our professional presence as well. I'm also investing in one of those microphones that come down like this with the big with the big circular attachment for it, because that, I see a lot of people using equipment like that, and I think that the more of a professional atmosphere you present, the more people are going to take you seriously. So pretty excited for that. Kareem and I are also going to be getting some new cameras and things like that. So just a lot of things coming along for us next year, and I'm really excited to share it all with you, and really grateful for Mr. Calvin Wayman and Gordon being with us, and just you guys were so awesome to interview on our Blog Talk radio show, and just two of the most approachable, friendly, and humble people that we've ever had the pleasure of getting to know. So thank you very much, guys.
Can I just say something to you, Chris? I think, yeah, what's your favorite cartoon show? Ren and Stimpy. A lot of people spend an awful lot of time, designing cartoon shows where the graphics are unbelievable, and yet Ren and Stimpy's not in that category. Neither are the Simpsons. Neither is the one that's
South Park.
South Park.
Yeah.
Chris, can I ask you?
Quality. It's good to upgrade the quality a little bit, but creating quality content is just as important as well. Don't focus on investing all of your time and effort into making it look good when better content.
Have it be good, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I love The Simpsons, and the fact that it's crappily graphics adds to the charm. I need it to be drawn by Michelangelo or whoever. Just be the best.
Be real.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, authentic.
Chris,
and focus on quality.
can I ask you how much money you have spent on your equipment? Because I think it's worked very nicely.
Okay.
Your audio equipment and lighting equipment and things. How much have you spent so far? Nothing?
Well, I actually haven't. I just haven't had my new phone last year, but the studio setup we're getting is only about $100, and that's going to be good enough. I just would like to have the green screen and some better lighting, basically, is what I want. That because I want to have a nice looking background. So that's pretty much why I'm buying it, and because it's an investment that I think is very important.
So far you spent less than $100 to set up this.
Well, the backdrop I have behind me, it costed me about $50, and it's really hard to see because it's laminated, so there's like the reflection of the monitor and the lighting and stuff like that. So once I get the green screen, the backdrop's not going to be there anymore. I'm going to make a new design to go on the green screen that says the Entrepreneur Power Hour, but I think I'm going to make it more of a projection. Like I'd like to have a projection screen just display that image, whether it's digital or not. So I think that's why I want to get another camera, so that I can project that image onto the green screen, and that would look really cool, I think.
I think this worked very well, what you are doing here now. The reason I asked is that I was thinking about setting up a kind of studio myself for our own marketing purpose. I saw that you could buy, for example, you can use smartphone for record. What kind of camera do you use? Do you use a smartphone or do you use a professional camera?
I'm using my smartphone to do the video capture right now, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because my webcam is not very good. That's something else I'm investing in, is a better webcam, because when I use my phone to do the show, it drains my battery life quite quickly, so I always have to have the phone plugged in and charging while I'm shooting. So that's another reason I want a better camera, is so that I don't have to use my phone.
Yeah, I have budgeted for a studio, and what I do is that I use a S7 Samsung smartphone for camera, video, and on Amazon.com you can buy a lightning package for I think $199 and a sound package for $199. So, and you need some tripod and something, and then $500 to set up a studio.
Yeah. Actually,
plus the smartphone.
I have an S7, funny enough, but like even going to like the third point, it doesn't have to be perfect, basically just what we're trying to do is work on different ways we can present the Entrepreneur Power Hour, whether it's just a backdrop or maybe getting a green screen and a projector and trying it a different way. It may not be perfect and the lighting may not be perfect, but it'll be something that can catch people's eye and shows, oh, okay, this guy's dedicated. He's actually showing what he wants people to see, what he wants people to do. I've seen YouTubers of all sizes and shapes work with different lightings and bats, so it doesn't have to be perfect.